Bam. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Liver Show every single day, baby. Oh, what? Hold on. Get myself situated here. Oh, that's over there. Yeah. The shirt pull. One shirt pull. There you go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome. A new tie, too. I got another new tie. I never wore this tie on the show. It was sitting there. I got these ties from my family like 6 months ago. My wife's cousins, and I had never used them. I decided, why don't I start wearing some new ties, new pocket square. And my wife picked out this pocket square for me today. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Dress your best, feel your best, be your best, do your best. Why not? Today's your best day. Every day of your life is your best day, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here, and keep that frequency high, keep the energy high. I come here, I know the charts aren't amazing on the weekends. Why do I go live twice on the weekends? I go live twice on the weekends to keep you moving, because there's people that show up to the stream every single day and they want the love, baby. They want the love. That song had like some background music, maybe it was like on the mic or something, but it wasn't. Okay, baby. Shout out to my peoples, man. Market seems to be holding the 80s. Wonder how long that will last. Spring colors, baby. You know, even last night, even though I shouldn't have, I opened up a long, and I know I shouldn't have, but I saw falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and this, to me, looked like an Adam and Eve, didn't it? Like, it kind of has Adam and Eve vibes. That could break back to the upside. Bit of a double bottom there, too, as well. Looks like we could push this, and the 1 hour is super low on the stochastics. The stochastics went all the way up and gave us nothing. We went sideways. I think the trade's down 44 cents. So when you open up a trade and you go to sleep and you're only down 44 cents, kind of makes you want to just cut the trade off, right? It is what it is. But, and again, it's not a huge trade. I just wanted to dabble with the falling wedge. Falling wedges could have broken out, but you know the weekend trading is flat-toshi. Flat-toshi. That's MEXC. Shout out to anyone that trades on MEXC. The lowest fees in the game on MEXC. Shout out to my whole MEXC gang, everyone around the world. I appreciate you. I love you. And I thank you so much. May God bless everybody here. God, thank you for blessing me so much through my channel, through all these beautiful people, and through the support, through what I do. Thank you, everyone that shows up, man. God, thank you for everything you've given me in this life. Every single day is a day to give thanks. Every single day is to be in a state of straight gratitude. I am thankful for every moment in which I've been given, my children, my wife, my life. Yes, my mom and dad have passed, but they have passed onto a beautiful realm where they can watch me, be there for me, and I can connect to them on a spiritual realm every single day. God bless you all. You're in control of your reality. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. The second you believe that, you can start changing it. If you believe that your reality was created by the world, if the things that you're doing is because of how things have been sent to you and you have no control, well, guess what? You have just given up control. The second you tell yourself, every single place I am right now is because I'm in Florida because I wanted to be here, right? I'm in a nice house because I wanted to be in one. I worked very hard and I determined, so you will be exactly where you want to be based on your thoughts, your standards, and your thought process through life. Manifest your life through your thought process. I say it every single day, but I don't know how many people truly hear me. Abundance, 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 abundance. You can attract abundance, and it's not us sitting there dreaming. And everyone thinks if you have good thoughts, but you got to train the subconscious mind to vibrate at a higher frequency. Once your subconscious mind is vibrating, you're going to be able to attract a reality in which you create. You're going to be in charge. In detachment, the law of attachment, you must know that it already has come to you before it happened. If you sit there and worry about it every time and keep thinking about it, you will push it further away. You will bring negative emotions. You can actually tap into a high frequency for a day or two, and then you can step back. I did that. First you're on low frequency, then you get high frequency, and then you're able to pull it in, but you lose it. Pull it in, you lose it. It's kind of like a fish. Eventually you learn how to reel in the fish. You learn how to reel in a higher frequency. This takes time. This is how you work towards a life of abundance. I'm teaching you every single day. This is the way. So let's break down BTC. Let's look at our weekly chart. Let's have some fun. And we're actually getting a little pump today, right? Right now, 86,200 all the way back to 86,485 for Bitcoin. Someone had that fractal too from, I think it was 2004 or 5, where we just ripped out of this similar hill like this. If I zoomed in, it's right there. It looks very similar to that. Everyone said that was the end. We were going into a bear market. There was multiple bearish candles in the weekly, and we would reverse and go on a massive tear to the upside, right? So it's not all bad. You kind of wicked very close to the previous wick, and that's almost support and resistance when it comes down to the weekly, because the weekly, in my humble opinion, didn't come back down to the consolidation areas that, Number 2, we pulled a fib on it, and when we pull a fib on it, we got to the 706, the golden pocket. And number 3, we pulled the hidden bullish divergence, which is beginning to form now on the weekly. I mean, hidden bullish on the weekly is as strong as bearish div on the weekly. So you got to hear it. And this is, remember when I went over the monthly and I talked about how the monthly could be starting a super cycle, something we've never really thought possible. So I hope when we did the monthly candle close, that was a big deal, and the alts are dumping because the strategic reserve was only about Bitcoin. And everybody knew if that was it, then everyone would get a little pissy and they would sell off their altcoins for Bitcoin. And so that's what happened. This has been a Bitcoin-centric rally. Like, I've been teaching you guys this. I've been saying it. I picked up on this. See, normally, I go into Bitcoin, but I do speculate a little harder into alts. This year, I speculated way harder into Bitcoin because the charts kept showing me that Bitcoin dominance was not giving up. And until I saw Bitcoin dominance giving up, I said, why would I stop buying Bitcoin? So Bitcoin dominance told me to keep hard in BTC. And so if you've watched me for the last 2.5, 3 years, you've known. Anyone can click a button. That is the key to know why you were clicking the button. The why is the sauce. Sebi teaches both here. Amen. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Yeah. Nobody wants to be exit liquidity. They're not going to buy BTC. Wow, you sound interesting. You sound like a guy that wants to defy history. See, like, when you don't buy Bitcoin, you defy the human race's history. The human race has always been privy and wanted to, or have been privy to wanting to buy scarce assets. 1957 mint Cadillac goes for a lot of money right now because there's only so many in the world. When people can understand what's scarce. That's the beautiful thing about the human mind. And Bitcoin is the scarcest asset in the world. The second you start listening to the Kool-Aid, the second you start, that's what they want you to do. They want you to hear this is nonsense. It's all government nonsense. It's another Ponzi. That's beautiful. That's what they want you to hear. Because if the world got onto a new system, every day that you leave the monetary system is a day the bank can't use your money for debt. They can't use your money for debt. They can't continue. If we took all our money out of the bank right now and we all put it into Bitcoin, the banking system would collapse. They know that intent, but they don't, you know what I mean? So, and again, and that's another bigger story that you're not supposed to say. Like, it's like unspoken. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And, why do you think Rachel Maddow came out and said what she said? Like, out of her mind, right? Talking about Beanie Babies. That you could have said that when Bitcoin was $1, maybe $10. Like, that was an argument. Oh, this, maybe it was $100. But Bitcoin has gone from $1 to $100,000. Like, and anyone said that doesn't have a use case, I mean, you could memorize the seed phrase and go anywhere in the world. That is a use case, my friends. Like, I don't think people realize that. Like, you can take millions. Right now, you could come in my house and you could go through my whole house. And if you didn't know what Bitcoin was, right? I'm just saying, like, so. He says it's not really easy to make spot bags. See, that's what people keep saying. See, the J Soul, this is your problem here. Not really easy. Look, I'm gonna break this down, then we're gonna break down Bitcoin. Not easy to make spot bags on Bitcoin. Number one, you use the word easy. So I already know your mentality. You got to get rid of that. So I spotted out negative self-talk there. Because when you say something's easy, you're telling yourself that things aren't hard. And when you tell yourself things aren't hard, you're not detailed. You're not going at it as much as you should be. J Soul, I love you. You're one of my favorite people. You know that. So look, not really easy to make spot money on Bitcoin. If bags aren't big, if my alts will grow, I will have bigger capital to buy into Bitcoin. Let's go. This is true. Everyone wants money immediately. All right. Everyone wants money immediately, right? Look at me though. Say I just got into the game. I was making, let's just say $20 an hour. Maybe that's making 15 at a smoothie place. Okay. And I had $5,000 to my name. I just want to give you an idea here. All right. And it's 2025. And I know, because I've watched books about multimillionaires and billionaires, that I'm not going to become number one, I want to become a multi-millionaire. I don't want to just make $1 million. Let's just say this person, not just me, because I don't want to, I'm talking about myself again. But this person in the example wants to be a multi-millionaire. They want to be worth they want to be at 50 mil. 50 mil is really where that's where they want to begin their. And so, do you think you're going to make 50 mil overnight? The odds are pretty low. You think you're going to make your first 50 mil in a year? Probably not. 5 years, 6 years, maybe in 6-7 years you could make 50 mil. That's possible. I do believe that. Now, the person that So most people underestimate what they can do in 5 years and overestimate what they can do in a day. So you're saying it's easy to make money in altcoins, easier than Bitcoin. I'll make way more money, right? Okay. It's possible. But let's just say you had a 5-year plan and you started DCAing into Bitcoin and you put in $2,000 a week. All right. And you got to buy enough Bitcoin between 110 and 150 grand. And let's just say for the next 2 to 3 years, Bitcoin stays in that range. All right. Then we have a bear market down to maybe 100K, 890K. And 5 years go by and you accumulate yourself 1 or 2 Bitcoins over time because you just keep buying $5,000, $2,000, you know? And Bitcoin does hit $500,000 to $1 million. And in 5 years, you make $1 million. All right. Maybe you even make a little more. Maybe you accumulate a little more Bitcoin. My point is, Bitcoin is guaranteed to get you there. Altcoins may come up in the middle of the night. They may come back down. You may get in, you may get out, you may get in. And in 5 years, you may have then you may have lever traded. And because you're not spot on something over time, like you may catch the next flashy move. You may go into Celsius, you know what I mean? And people don't realize that if you have a 5-year plan, like with Bitcoin, you actually might become a multimillionaire. But everyone's like, oh, it's not easy. I need to be in the altcoin. See, when everyone was chasing altcoins back in 2017, I had this plan for Bitcoin. I said, you know what? It's going to be $1 million a coin. I got to get as much as I can right now. And I did get into altcoins, but I didn't chase as much as I chased Bitcoin. And I'll tell you what, man, over time, yes, there were some big gains to be had in altcoins. And there still will be. Let's be honest. Like there's 100Xs. I get it. There's 50Xs. Right time, right place. But 30% of my brain, 40% of my brain is on the long. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should do should be taken as financial advice. But the long-term idea for Bitcoin is that it over time will pay off. But I don't have to be rich immediately. Like if 10 years, Bitcoin is 1.5, maybe $2 million a coin. What if in 15 years, it's $2 million, $3 million a coin? What if in 20 years, it goes to $5 million a coin? And you end up with 5 of them. And you have $25 million. And yeah, maybe it takes you 10 years. See, nobody wants to wait the time. They want to be rich now. I tell you what, the second I decided I wasn't getting rich now and I was just going to get rich eventually, I got rich. When I was basically when I was obsessed with getting rich now, I did a lot of stupid things and I didn't have a long-term plan. So 5 years went by and I didn't have you know what I mean? The old me would have been in and out of all these things. 5 years would have been by and I would have had maybe a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And hopefully I would have bought some things and, you know, anyway, let's get back into Bitcoin. But that's the long-term thesis for me is if you can get off this get-rich-quick thing and you can really start to think that it's going to take a good amount of time, at least 5 to 6 years to make your first mil. If you tell yourself right now it's going to take 5 years to make your first mil, once you make $1 million, you're going to be pretty set. It's not a lot of money compared to where it was, but it's still a lot of money. How many people in America, how many people in the world have access to $1 million? You can ask Grok right that. You know, how many people in the world have made $1 million? You know what I mean? You're definitely going to be in the minority at that point. And then you're going to be able to do things with that money. Invest in real estate to give you maybe a rental income back. Maybe you could invest in a property that has a rental property on it, and that could give you cash flow to help you live. So my point is, have a long-term goal. Don't get caught up in I have to make the money now. And take a deep breath and realize if you have faith in God, faith in yourself, and you don't give up, it's going to happen to you. See, most people don't have faith that it's going to happen. They think it's going to happen in some luck. I'm going to have to make some money quick, right? Yeah, and again, so, and in this, rich in what? Monopoly money? I was rich long before I had money. Money is everything. I will tell you one thing. There's many a man that says, I have God and I have everything. And his kids are not wearing the nicest clothes. They live in the ghetto. You know, I'm sorry, but I don't want to live in the ghetto, man. And God doesn't want you to live in the ghetto either. God doesn't want you to have a broken window. God doesn't want you to live in a house that's pulling apart. God wants you to live in a mansion in this earth. God wants you to have a beautiful home. Like God wants my children to have a pool. You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry. I want my children to have the best. And to have the best, you need a few $1 million, my friend. So I'm sorry, but to me, material wants and goods are just part of abundance. They're just part of abundance. I know when you said thank you, Bob, I was like, I wonder if you misread that, Billy, because I don't think you know what he said yet. Yeah. what happens is with people that have lack and that are into God, when you have a lot of money and into God, they think you're full of crap because you're like, oh, you talk about God, but you got money. So, and what this says to me is every rich person can't be a believer in God. And that's just not true. I've met many rich people that are really nice and beautiful people. And so just because someone has money, you can't say they're not spiritual. That would cut off so many of your ability to meet people throughout the world, right? So you can't get pissed at other people that have more than you. And you can't throw the God card at them when, you know what I mean? Just because you're upset that you didn't make maybe a certain level in life that they did. Okay? Don't get mad at other people's greatness. Other people's greatness will vex you. There's many people that hate on me because of my suits. It pisses them off because they're like, damn, that guy has 50 suits, man. You know? Don't let other people's greatness piss you off. Find a way to be great yourself. And if you don't care about what that other person cares about, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. All right. So I just like to address things. Yeah. People without money shouldn't give advice. You need to listen and learn. Oh my God. You know what's interesting? I like what you said. When I was broke, I listened to every word a very fit, put together rich person had to say, man. When I saw that they were fit, when I saw that they had a good life, and when I saw that they were running a business, my ears perked up immediately and I was like, please tell me more. I want to know the secrets to your sauce. I want to know the secrets to success. Show me the way because I will listen to every word you say and I will do what you tell me to do. Jim Rohn became a multimillionaire twice, not once, twice. He lost it and made it back again. All right? Right? Amen. Yeah, exactly. And you can too, man. You can too. Yeah, Jim Rohn, what he said today was unbelievable, right? Who listened to the Jim Rohn big ideas that I put out every single day in my trading group? We got to push our minds forward. So Bitcoin holding 86,500, waking off of the golden pocket and hidden bullish divergence on the weekly. That is a very strong setup for a reversal back to the upside. It also starts to look somewhat like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that could break us further to the upside too as well. So I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin on the weekly. It ain't too bad. The 5-day, we were getting that bullish engulfing. It closes in 3 days and 9 hours. The last candle was green. Let's see what can happen in 3 days and 9 hours. Some patience there. The 3-day chart looked like it was going to go green, 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 and then we got slammed again. Nasty wicks to the downside suggest that we are struggling. Bitcoin has to get back above 93,700. Isn't that on the weekly, right? On the daily, you got to get back above about 92.5. 92.5 right there. You get above 92.5 with the daily. We almost did it there and there. They had us thinking that we were going to do it. And then they slaughtered us. On the 3-day chart. And then they slaughtered us. Let's take a look at the daily chart now. And on the daily, I have it in a broadening falling wedge. These do break up most of the time. And it's a falling broadening wedge, right? And that brings us back to the same pattern that I'm going to show you now. So we get rid of this hidden bullish. We don't need it. I told you if the daily stayed above the 200 MA that we would remain bullish. And we did get a bounce. Man, I made some of the most money I had made in a few weeks leverage trading. Like this entire week, over 20 grand on multiple accounts. Like, I'm sorry, I had to tell you. Like over $20,000 in a week, man. And it was just grinding. I was up to 1 in the morning. I barely slept. I'll be honest. From Monday to Thursday, I traded my butt off, everybody. And I was in heavy risk. I put 100 grand down, went to sleep at night on Tuesday night, Wednesday night. I was trading heavy, some of the biggest positions I've ever traded. I woke up 4 grand. I remember, man, I woke up in the morning and saw 3,500 right when I ran to my computer. I left my computer on. And it's like, man, it could have gone the other way. I thought about it. I was like, man, you were in heavy risk this week, bro. And so when the weekends and the trading starts to come down, I'm like, my whole body just like, when you're in $100,000 risk, it's not easy, man. You know? So, and I put myself through risk constantly in front of the public eye. If I did it alone, but in front of the public eye, man, knowing that I could get bagged and everyone, I'd have to show, hey, here's the daily trade I opened for 100 grand and here's my fat loss. And you know, the 2 weeks prior, I was taking some losses on the live. I was 100 here, 200 there. The market was in chop. And people were like, this guy sucks. He's a loser, you know? And I was like, man, I'm not I was like, I'm just a trader that's going through some statistical movements here. Give me a break, you know? And that's why I tell everyone, don't call me a genius when I win. Don't call me a loser when I hit. It's just a day in my life. You're just watching one of my many, many trades. So we're watching the 8 hour, we're watching the 4 hour, and it's inside of this symmetrical triangle, and this is kind of what we're in. And you would think that falling wedges break up 68% of the time, and this wedge would break to the upside. And you'd have this low, this high, this higher low, lower high, but a higher low there. Can we kick it? Yes, we can. Now, if this could come in and take, isn't that funny? Can we kick it? You cannot kick. So if this comes and takes out this, then you have to know you're done ski. And you could dump all the way back down to this channel. I could see that happening. But so far, we're getting held up for whatever reason at 86,005, and there's a chance we could bounce. Look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. You can see it's turning with a smaller hill. The RSI is in a pretty good spot, comparatively so. And, you know, I believe we had some bullish divvy too on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, right there. As this RSI is kind of moving up. The whole thing is moving up, and even that's moving up. But this kind of had some downward flat pressure there. And there's some like, it's kind of some Adam and Eve action there. Let's take a look at the 15. Kind of looks like an inverted head and shoulder, but it is a flag. That could dump you. And then you look at your 7. Is your 7 breaching the 200 MA? Aha, that's the key. How does Sammy know that? I know this stuff. It's kind of an inverted head and shoulder. There's some divvy there too that pushes up. You got to break above that 200 MA. Look at, there's heavy resistance right here. Bounce, resistance. You got to flip 86,800 to remain bullish for Bitcoin. You can hear the passion in my voice. I love this technical analysis. I love life. Let's go, baby. Woo! I love my life, man. I love living. I love being with each and every one of you. I like pushing you guys to your limits. I like finding ways to win every single day. Bring it on, baby. Bring on the pain. Bring on the hardships. Bring on. I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger. Let's go. I hit rock bottom so many times, and I know I'll never hit it again, man, because God now is riding with me in such a strong way that I can't be stopped. Don't you understand? I don't need a field of men behind me. I am me. The second you can go it alone, you have a superpower. You know how many people can't go it alone? You know how many people would never do something if everyone else wasn't doing it? When you start a YouTube channel, you go it alone, man. You start your channel all by yourself. There's no one there. I was in a room alone with a camera and an idea, and look where it took me. Start something today that you control, that is yours. Stop looking for the business partner. Stop looking for the investment. That'll come later on once you establish yourself and someone sees how valuable you are. They'll swarm around you. They'll be throwing money at you left and right. You'll have your pick of the litter once you become the boss. But you got to become the boss first. You got to put in the work first. You got to grind first. 7 days a week. You got to find something that you can grind for 7 days a week. Can you grind 7 days a week? Do you have the passion for 7 days a week? Can you bookend a year, day in and day out? And do you have a business that you love so much that you would never take a day off? Find your passion. Find your love. Find your heart. Find your soul and keep moving, baby. Because nobody's going to do it for you. Ain't nobody cares. Ain't nobody going to come and give you a hot water heater when yours breaks down. No one's going to go take care of your car when the carburetor breaks. No one's going to just hand you a brand new car. You're going to walk out one day and someone's going to, hey, you know, I just bought your kids new uniforms for school and I'll start taking them there every day. That hasn't happened to me. I don't think it's going to happen to you. You see what I'm saying? Everyone has their life. There's good people out there, but we got to grind. So this could be a bear flag for sure. The measured move of the bear flag takes you to 83,200. So we definitely could go lower. It's on the cards. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP and see what's happening to BOOKMAP. Hello, I just joined the 99. Can't wait to deep dive the community. It's so active. Thank you so much. God bless you, brother. Yeah, because we have the most mindset people. Like, we created mindset in my trading group. We're attracting the right type of person, the person that wants 99, so they don't want to play games. The $50, $60 Discords, I'm telling you, it lowers the value of the Discord because the type of people in there aren't that serious. I did it. I did a $60 Discord. I did a $50 Discord. It didn't work. I know you don't believe me. Once I got to $100, the effort I put in was getting back to me. Like, the people that I was like really wanted them to win, and then the other people that didn't want to put in the work, there's like, the 99 is too much. I can't handle it anymore, and they had to fall off. And what it did is it made the group stronger because we only have real people in the group. We don't want 3,000. I could have 3,000 people in the group at $50. I'd rather 1,500 in the group at 99. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather have a hardcore group of people that know what they're talking about, that really care, than a half-thought group of people. And again, I know you could say, oh, but the money really commits. There's something about that 99 that makes people commit. So welcome, and thank you for. He says 99 is cheap and worth every penny. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. It's inexpensive. I don't like to use the word cheap. Nothing I do is cheap. So let's take a look. 87,005 is big red. That's the closest area we could be getting to, as you can see inside the board. We still got these big liquidations down at 70K. There's still a bunch of people that went long there that believe that they're going to be able to win this one, and and the market's not going to get them, but it's still down there. Usually we do go and get the biggest. What is this? This is showing me where people have their stop losses on. So you wouldn't be able to see this information. You just see candlesticks. So BOOKMAP shows you what the candlesticks are hiding. All right. Yeah, I see market liquidity inside of data. You could just see candlesticks. It helps us greatly when we're charting and trading. All right, so right now we're looking at Bitcoin, and to me, it does look like it's in a bit of a bind here, a bit of a triangle. Like that's got to break out. You've got to crack that 200 MA and get a punch here. Boom. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. Did the 1 minute break the 200? That's the first step. It did. And again, that was your first scalp of the morning. Today, everyone says you can't trade the weekends. Had you traded this first candle crossing of the 200 MA, look how much gains you would have made. Gains, baby, gains. When did that happen, though? Happened at 7 in the morning. You had to have been early to catch the worm. And then it bounced. Then I like to buy the bounce off the 200 MA. That bounce right there would have given another boom. You've seen me do that on the live. I traded this, I've sold it, then I've traded the bounce and sold it. I did that just last week. We had a great week of live trading too, man. The last 2 weeks of live trading really been awesome. And I've been having a blast. So today you're going to watch this. We took you from the monthly, the weekly, all the way down to the 1 minute chart. Nobody does that too. I don't see anybody do this in all of cryptocurrency and all of trading, really. I've never seen anyone take it from the weekly all the way to the 1 minute and show you concisely how to do it too, like without confusing you. So you're watching the 7 minute time frame in this flag. You've got the bulls have to break this 200 MA to be. If you do not, you're going to break down. You can see the measured move of this flag would take you somewhere back down to 83,005, 83,300 area for BTC. So I'm in a little bit of a long. I don't suggest you trade it all. Go outside, hang out with your family. Someone said, yeah, the weekends have been really bad for trading the last 2-3 months. We used to, because we had a bull run and then the weekends get these pumps. But remember, 2 weeks, just last weekend, Sunday was the biggest pump for us all, right? Let's go through the week again. I don't think everyone realized what happened. Sunday, we had a huge pump, right? Was it or Saturday? Yeah, no, Saturday we had a huge pump. I'm trying to think. Sunday we had a huge pump. The market ripped. Monday they dumped the whole market. Hold on, let's go back because this was a crazy week. Like I don't think we all realize what we've been through. Like you take a deep breath and you're like, wait, what happened? Yeah. So we started here Friday. Friday they pumped the price in Saturday. Yeah, so Saturday we had a moon. Oh no, yeah. So Friday we started a pump and we reversed, and then Sunday they shot the price up and shattered everybody. Monday they destroyed us all, and they crushed all our hopes and dreams and gave the entire run back. I called this long. I called these flags, and we nailed the Sunday move. I made boatloads of money on Sunday. I made boatloads of money through here. So since Friday, I nailed these moves here. Because I catch reversals when we cross the 1 minute 200 MA. I find the bullish divvy, right? We found this. You remember we found this bottom. I have a video about how I found the bottom. If you go to my channel, all right? And look, this is all the stuff that I watch all day. Abundance mindset, how to develop it. My algorithm is all, look at this. How to have happy, how to be happy alone. 5 steps, talk to yourself, right? Millionaire by 1 year, 1 habit. Forget average, 20 brutal truths I wish I knew. Like things that, how I trained my mind, Bruce Lee mindset, 7 keys to discipline, Joe Dispenza, right? Where does your conscience go during your sleep? Work hard in silence, shock them with your gains. You know what I mean? You see, I'm working on mindset, baby. Look at the mindset. And look, there's my man, the final boss move, Crypto. He's pretty cool, man. I used to think maybe he was a fly-by-night chiller, but I think that guy's pretty awesome, honestly. I really got to I like Chris, man. He's the dude. He's the guy. I like him. I don't care if you criticize me for liking him. I think some people, but I think Crypto is the man, dude. I think he's awesome. Dude, 1,500 people on an impromptu Saturday morning. Are you kidding me? That's how big this channel's getting. You people are amazing. 92,200 subscribers, on our way to 93,000 subscribers and counting, everybody. We're going to 100K, and it's going to happen. But look, I put out videos a lot lately. I don't think you realize. Look, an ONDO video right there telling where the ONDO will be. This can make you rich. How to buy the bottom of any asset. Traders must watch. And so this showed you how I bought the exact bottom of Bitcoin, how we found the complex inverted head and shoulder, the crack above the 200 MA. You've got to watch this video if you really want to put in the work. And this is how we were able to zoom into the weekly bottom, the daily bottom even. And we were able to find out when we were able to. I called that bottom, baby. Anyway, so to recap how we went through, we called this bottom. We nailed it. We saw this as, I told you to watch out for the right shoulder before it happened. I drew this right shoulder. I said, watch out for the right shoulder. We traded this flag. We turned this into a flag. We nailed the Sunday gains. I made so much money on that Sunday. It was insanity. And I actually should have made 15,000 more, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's okay. Came back down. We did hit some shorts down here. I'm on the live stream Monday morning, if you remember, or Tuesday morning. I'm thinking of, let me get rid of me talking there. I'm thinking of open up the short, right? I see the short flag. Something in me at the last minute flipped long. I called the long reversal. We caught it, and boom, 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 boom. Then it got to this flag, and then my strategy is wait, this is my model that I give you guys on the 1 minute and the 5 minute every single time. I said, wait for us to crack the 200 MA. I said, now that we've cracked the 200 MA, watch for price action to get back to the 21. I said, if price can get, right when this happened, I drew this for you guys. And I said, look, I can already see my model waiting. I said, now we need to see a flag, and we need the 21 to come meet the flag. I said, if the price action can meet the 21 without losing the 200 MA, we have liftoff, my friends. I said, the Stokes will reset, and we will be good to go. This is my sauce. I'm teaching you gold right now. I'm teaching you gold. I just gave away my sauce, and I shouldn't even have done it. I can't believe I'm giving away stuff like this. Dear Lord, please protect me from giving away my sauce, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Yeah. So we wanted to see this hit this key level and then bounce further to the upside. And then boom, right? So I could see the trade before the trade happened. I was already planning this trade out. You understand? When I hit and make massive gains, it's not an accident. Boom. 21 came into play. Bang, bang, bang. And we caught this boom to the upside. I sold exactly when I woke up. We got back in. We bought back in here. Remember? Then I drew the 50. Man, we've been all over price action. I haven't taken a day off. Not a dime off, baby. And they had that massive liquidation. Came back up. And anyway, now we're in where we're in. So, and I'll get into the other chart. So this is where we stand, everybody, for Bitcoin. You can see how I track PTC. It's a daily process. It's a constant move. It's until I get off this train. If I'm going to be putting hundreds of thousands of dollars, if I'm going to have my entire net worth, I'm going to be on this, man. And some days I say, Sam, but what, and I'm like, I'm going to outwork everybody else. I'm going to grind. I'm going to keep pushing. My standards are going to be higher than 99% of the world's standards. And if I put my standards higher than 99% of the world, I'm going to live a life of abundance and beauty and I'm going to be able to help 99% of the world too as well. So remember, it's all about giving back. Every time you live this life, give back. Give back as much as you can. Give back as much. Look, it's funny, right? This is basically what happened last night. I thought that was pretty funny.
It's the second best. There is no second best. There is no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? It's not like Google and Facebook. It's not like Apple and Amazon. Yeah, we can debate Apple or Amazon. What's better? They both look like tech monopolies to me. They both look pretty good. On the other end, Bitcoin or no, Bitcoin. Bitcoin's crypto.
So, when we keep pushing every single day, we find a way. Now, this show is about you. It's about what you could do to give back. All right? I will not remove the word I and replace it with we. I will remove you from the live stream. Thank you. Goodbye. Don't ever tell me what to do. Get lost and kick rocks, man. I do not want anyone to tell me what to do. I'm not into it. Bounce, brother. Thank you. I know what I'm doing. Are you where I'm at in life? No. Please kick rocks. God bless. My wife still has family in Afghanistan. People ask why I don't do giveaways like other YouTubers. I choose to feed children as many as I can. Trust that I use my money to help as many people as I can. Look at these little kids, man, coming to get their food, bro. Look at this little cute. These kids are awesome, man. Look at her. And I think the bigger kids, they go and work in the farms. So they got to eat first. Then the little kids get to eat second because the big kids got to work, man. And these countries, man, once you're that tall, you got to grind, right? So anyway, look at the little, there's one little kid, he tries to get in. He tries to get his food right here. It's so funny, right? I watched it so many times. This little boy comes in, he tries to get down, and they're like, oh no, he gets it. Where's the little kid that tries? Here he comes. Here he comes right here. And they're like, no, you're not yet. Like, these kids got to go work in the field first. Crazy, right? Anyway, so beautiful move. I mean, anyway, so thank you for everyone that helps me, because every time you help me do something, you're helping me do something for the rest of the world, man. And I don't tell it, I don't talk about it. There's a lot of other things we do. I'm not even supposed to show that video technically, right? I'm supposed to do it silently. But I do like to see that to me is a beautiful thing when I see those kids. And I think about it, you know, if I had stayed in that cubicle, if I had kept going to work like I used to, I don't think I would have had enough money to spend to feed those kids every month. So go after your dreams, everybody. Live a life of abundance. Believe that it could come to you. And it can. And it will. It's going to happen, because that's how this universe works. Once your mind decides it's real and you put the work in, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. You can do it. I know you can. Think about it. Don't you want to feed those kids like I'm doing? Don't you want to help other people? It's not about buying suits. I get it. It's not about wearing Rolexes. Don't you want to help other people? You know how good I feel watching that video? Man, you know how proud my mom is when I know she looks down on me and sees that I'm doing that? God bless you, Ma. God bless you, Dad. And God bless my wife. She helped organize that whole thing and get it all together. Like, she made it effortless. She said, I'm going to take care of it. She sits me down. She says, your money, I'm putting your money to work, Sam. She holds my hand like this on a busy day when I've worked a lot. I've talked so much I can't even think straight. And she says, Sam, you're doing so much. She said, look at all these kids you just fed today. You didn't even know it. She said, look what we did for you. She said, I have it all in place. And she holds my hand like this. And she tells me how much she loves me. And I know I have the greatest wife on earth. I'm telling you, everyone, I live a life of love and abundance because of the love in my life, not because of the money, because of my ability to find love. Love is the answer every single time. I was just talking about you and how much you love me. I love you so much. Thank you for helping us feed the children. Like, it's such a nice thing you do. May God bless you forever and ever. So yeah, I'll be honest, the market doesn't look amazing, right? You're flat. You thought we'd have this beautiful, but again, remember, show me the charts and I'll show you the news. The charts didn't look amazing, and so we didn't get a big pump. It is what it was, right? I'm in San Diego every few times I cross Mexico and get back to the unfortunate kids, man. Ridiculously humbles me up, but I know I have so much to get better. Sam, that's so dope doing that. Amen. I hope I have what you have one day. Hey, never wish what you have with other people, but build what you dream of. Yeah. If you ever think you have it bad, I had a plumber set fire to my home and twins coming next week. Home's not even close to repaired. That's insane. That is insane. I'm sorry to hear that. No hate, but Don I don't know. Every day I read and watch videos to change my mind and stay positive. It just hasn't taken full hold yet. It will continue to put in. It took me like 5 to 6 years, Jay. You still have, deep down in your mind, you must have a negative or just a voice that says maybe not. You gotta, and we gotta get rid of the maybes, the tries. We gotta say we are. Today, do this for me. Say, I'm gonna be an amazing trader. And I'm going to be, every day I'm going to learn more discipline, and I'm going to be getting better at trading, and I will become a better trader. Repeat that to yourself 5, 6, 7 times a day. Every time you have a negative thought, find it, get rid of it, twist it, turn it, and tell yourself, no, I'm the best. I can do this. Yeah. Shout out to Crypto Chick. I love you. Thank you, Crypto Chick. God bless you, man. I am amazing. I am the best. I will do. I am. Speaking affirmations, just like God said. He said, I am what I am. Why did he say that? He was teaching you. He was telling you stuff. The Bible is a lesson. It's all there. So look at this tightness. Can we break above the 200 MA? Right now, you're getting rejected by the 200 MA on that 7 minute. You got to break through that to the upside. Let's see if the 5 minute. The 5 minute got above it. And again, a lot of times, open up a 5 minute with a stop loss below like the previous low right here. It changes. You open up a trade with a stop here, and boom, it can rock because you're above the 200 MA on that 5 minute time frame. After the curvature and after some bullish divergence. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did get a bit of a move to the upside. But right now, it's indecision, and it's the weekend. And, it's best off to leave it alone, I'll be honest, and not to trade it at all. But it's up to you. Some people are going to trade it no matter what. Are there any altcoins on the radar? Anything looking fresh today? Anything bouncing? Anything we should put on the radar? You guys had me look at Quiet Network like yesterday. Nothing too good. Pros up 66% today. BNX. Tron. ENA getting a bit of a bounce, up 16% in a week. That ain't bad. ENA getting a bounce. Story, Hyperliquid back to 15. Nothing too hype. Solana, where's Solana? 137, not good. So altcoins took a hit again yesterday when they didn't get in. No one talked about them being in the reserve, and I think that it just created a bit of an altcoin sell-off for sure. Someone said Caspa had a bit of a bounce. I don't even want to look at it. Caspa, man, Juke back to 50. You're in trouble. Jitto at 230, Render at 350. Man. I still see opportunity. Wow, broccoli keeps pumping. Let me just take a look. That was just a coin that being, CZ's dog. A meme. Got whacked completely. Dang, I was just tracking it on the low to see what would happen there. I mean, you got to follow that story somewhat, right? I mean, it's everywhere. Let's take a look here at... Oh, yeah, I threw one soul into Wild and Out because Nick Cannon and all this stuff. And I said maybe, but again, right? Just another celebrity meme. And I'm pretty sure that's the real one. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is it. Maybe I'm not. I could be wrong, though. So don't quote me on that. But what was I going to look at? Something got my radar I wanted to look at. Oh, yeah, broccoli. Broccoli the gangster. Can I spell broccoli? Probably not. Pretty sure it has 2 C's in it. So it has $52 million market cap. It had bounced off the low at 2 cents all the way back to 5 cents. Interesting. Well, it's got some love for whatever reason. It had a flag that broke out. And that was a head and shoulder pattern, but I believe in. Dude, I'm going to close on my house on St. Patrick's Day, man. Isn't that crazy? The people selling the house are Irish. All the names are Irish, I could tell. And so it's an Irish transaction for sure. And they wanted to put I'm going to end up closing on this house on St. Patrick's Day. I think that's really cool. Everything's going well. Man, it got appraised for higher than I paid for it. Score! Because I bought when the DXY was dropping, and it gave me 2 weeks for the dollar to dump, which then gave the appraisal a higher value. See? Aha. Luck of the Irish. I mean, maybe broccoli moves. I'll watch it. I'm not going to trade it much, but it does have some, look, I mean, there's some liquidity flowing in here. And whenever I see liquidity, I'm looking for flags and looking for action. But altcoins are definitely kind of flat right now. The only altcoin I would be really diving into is I bought a little more ONDO, a little more SUI, SUI. It's called SUI, right? But I bought more SUI and I bought more ONDO. And of course, way more Bitcoin. When the Fear and Greed Index hit 10, I had to buy more Bitcoin. I mean, we were at 10. Whenever this thing hits 10, I buy more BTC and it pans out every single time. So. Gobby, meme coin. You guys got anything you guys want to talk about? Let me take a look at the super chats and see what's happening. Now I'll do super chats only for a little while, and then we'll jump on out of here, okay? I don't know what this thing is, but it looks horrible. Yeah, look at that. What a nice rugger. I mean, a rugger is when it really takes liquidity, but I mean, to me, when the coin goes up and all the way back down, it's a rug. But it's not a true rug. I just want to, Yeah, so once this cracks the 200 MA, we're gonna bump. And look, it kind of has a shoulder, head right shoulder. It kind of has an Adam and Eve to it. Has some Adam and Eve vibes that could bounce out of here. And there's a nice gap in the VRVP. You get above the 200 MA, and you're in the discount. You're definitely in the discount. Like, you're not in the premium right now. And price likes to bounce back into the premium. Sarasota Longboat Siesta is the best. Longboat is amazing, man. Yeah. But I'm going to be moving out of Sarasota and going to Tampa. Yep. Just kind of what's happening. We'll be moving to Tampa in the next 6 months. Yeah, just the way it is. There's a studio over there, some people, and so we're going to be moving to Tampa. And, yeah. So, sorry to say. It was a good time. It was a good run. But I just need to be near a bigger hub. I found out the drive to the airport and stuff like that. So we're moving to Tampa. And it is what it is. Yeah. Sam is the type of guy that buy water in the store and set it free in the ocean. How did you know that? I always do that. Like, I'm always like, come on, go out there. Don't be all in the plastic like that. How do you know this about me, man? Dude, before I pee, I pour, I'm the type of guy that put, Pellegrino in the toilet before I take a pee, man. I had the mixer down here. It still doesn't work. It's not working. I don't know. I used to do it all the time with my left hand. Boom, boom. And it was great. I don't know how I was able to pull it off so easily. Ching. Anyway, if the US dollar goes to zero, would Bitcoin go to zero since the price of Bitcoin is based on the US dollar? Can you explain this, please? Bitcoin is priced. All right. Let's take a look at PAXG BTC. All right. You could price Bitcoin in other things. You know that, right? So let's look at PAXG BTC. All right. So here's gold against Bitcoin on Kraken. So you can always compare gold against Bitcoin. All right. So if the dollar collapses, you can just use gold. And if Bitcoin beats up on gold, then what do you think is going to happen? All right. So if you can see, PAXG versus gold versus Bitcoin has been in a downtrend, right? Gold has not been doing good against Bitcoin, as you can clearly see, right? So in 2019, if you decided to buy gold instead of Bitcoin, you would have gotten beat to the ground. Look at this. Absolutely beat to the ground. Unbelievable, right? Like if you put BTC USD and Bitcoin was going down, it would be, right? So this shows you that Bitcoin's gaining value over time. Now, gold looks like it's going to get a bit of a bounce here. But over time, it's in a downtrend against Bitcoin. Let's be honest, right? So you don't have to price Bitcoin in only dollars. You can price Bitcoin in everything, man. Your question's funny because it shows how many people, and I'm not trying to be rude, but it shows how many people have no idea of what economics is. That's like saying, here's a point, right? Let's just say we were trading in the trading times, and let's just say there was a lot of like a gemstone that we found, and people really liked it. It was like a sapphire gem. And then there was knives, and they said, this knife goes for 20 sapphire gems. And then we ran out of sapphire gems. The knife just loses value. You know what I'm saying? Or the sapphire gems go to zero, the knife loses value. No, the knife's still a knife, right? A guy might trade you a piece of leather now for that knife. So yeah, you got to understand that it's really what is the value. Yeah. Sammy Pellegrino, you guys are funny, man. So I gave you everything I could today for BTC, from the monthly to the week, for the weekly all the way back down, and I'll be back tonight. Let's take a look at our green box to see where Bitcoin will be, and we'll play that fun game like I do every single, or not every single time, but I attempt to do it. So to recap, you're watching this flag on the 7-minute time frame. It's crucial you breach the 200 MA sooner than later. If you do not, you're going to dump. All right. If you're not, you're going to dump. I got too many lines here. I'm going to get rid of one of them. I'm going to get rid of them all and just... Well, you got to look at the symmetrical triangle line. I'm going to get rid of the yellow line. I got this line. Why do I have two lines here? Let's get rid of the moving averages for now. It's too much spaghetti. Let's get rid of that line. Why do I have like 5 lines around here, man? What is going on? What am I doing? What the heck? Pure insanity. Right? Sounds like she's saying what I don't want her to be saying, but I'm going to act like it's not what I'm thinking it is. Yeah, so we saw that Adam and Eve double bottom. 1, 2. We see this flag break the 200 MA. I see a falling wedge in the 1 hour time frame. You are oversold in Stokes, which isn't a good look either. All right. And you'd like to see that golden cross bend, that death cross bend kind of like this, just not turn into something too serious. But hey, we could go either way. We're kind of in a symmetrical triangle, even on the smaller side here, and it could dump. Open up a very small long, but I don't got a lot of faith for Saturday trading. Where do I see us tonight at 8 p.m.? Let's take a look. That'll be at 20 hours on the Army time. Let's see here. Right there. All right. Now, and let's take a green box. I mean, I got faith we're going to break out but not big, not in a huge way. This is what I do. Tonight at 8 p.m. I come live, and price action is going to be somewhere, and that's 8 p.m. right there. So I put a green box, and I attempt to get price in the green box. Now, it looks like it's going to dump on us. Overbought on the stochastics. That doesn't look good, right? The 7 minutes got to break the 200 MA. Right now, you could put a short there and with a stop on the other side, and there's a chance you win that. There's a chance you win this dump. Looks like a bear flag. So right now, the bears are in control. Unless you can flip that 200 MA, then the bulls will slightly take control. Bulls and bears can take control very smallly, and then, I've seen huge decisions come from this, and then you could be up. You get above the 200 MA in the 7 minute, you bump. You stay below it, you dump. So I got a green box saying that we'll somehow break out and end up in it later on today. The smaller I make it, the more challenging it is, right? Because look, there's one candle right there. And so I'm going to leave you with that, everybody. I do not see any altcoins to trade. I don't see anything crazy, and usually I do. But yeah, if anything, it looks like more downside for Bitcoin. Right now, the probability is Bitcoin's going to dump to 83,250. That's your next big target out the bear flag. If in the next hour to 2 hours, the 7 minute can break the 200 MA, then I would flip long and try to get a breakout out of the 200, out of the falling wedge back to the upside. I gave you the green dot. I gave you everything I could, and I gave you some positive ideas. All right, pants just crossed by the 200 MA. Okay, and yeah, I got some really nice pants on right now. I like these cocky pants that I got on. Always wear pants. People think I show up on the weekend and don't wear pants, but I got pants on, man. I got pants on. So God bless everybody here on the live. I want my kids to marry men that dress nice. You know, I don't want my daughters to marry guys that do zooms in their boxers, so I don't do that. You see what I'm saying? I know the rest of the world can't see my pants, but just because, see, I'm type A, man. I wear pants just because you can't see them. See, other people don't wear pants because you can't see them. I'm the other way around. I wear the pants because you can't see my pants. See? Trust the guy that wears pants even when you can't see his pants. All right? I'll tell you right now, like, there's probably 50 to 60% of the world would just show up in boxers or sweatpants right now. They wouldn't put the pants on. But my grandfather wasn't like that. My grandfather put his pants on, bro. All right? So, ADA found support at 53.82 fib retracement. Metrics on the bottom of the top of the cycle. Amen. Exactly. I forgot the Rolex today, too. See, it's not all about being flashy, man. I really came here to get the charts done. It's not really about the flashiness. It's about the charts. I dress nice because why do I dress nice? I said it yesterday. If someone invited you to a wedding, wouldn't you dress nice? There's 1,500 people here. That's bigger than most weddings. So I think I've said enough already of why I dress nice. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. God bless each and every one of you. And I'll see you all tonight at 8 p.m. God bless you. And I thank you so much for your constant viewership, your support, and most importantly, your love. With the love, we can do major things with this group, and we can help many, many people around the world. So God bless you all. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Oh, wait. There were some super chats that I didn't get to. Let me get to the super chats. I'm so sorry. I forgot about the super chats. Oh, wow. We got For the Kids. Thank you, Reliable J. And honestly, we don't ask for that. I just want to make it like we're not trying to do anything like that. We do it on our own. So I just want to, I never want to, because I know, they ran this, and, we don't do anything like that. Yeah. Ondo and Sui, please. The 2 coins that were worth looking at. And then for the kids, thank you for Reliable J, though. God bless you, man. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Keep up the good work. God bless you. Thank you so much. So much to say, so little time. Thank you for giving your time. Joined your 99 a week ago. I'm so blessed to have found your guidance in these times. Thank you so much for joining. And then, so he joins the 99. And then he sends $5 to tell everyone that he's thankful that he joined the 99. I mean, if that doesn't tell you something about my trading group, I don't know what else. I mean, that's an endorsement right there. The guy pays money to tell you he's blessed to be in the group. I haven't seen that. I used to watch live streams. I never saw people sending super chats after they already paid $99 a month. I've yet to see that. So we looked at Ondo, and Ondo was in a bear flag. Looked like it was going to drop out of the bear flag, right? The target for Ondo was 86 cents, and it did exactly that. It did drop out the bear flag. So Ondo's struggling. Let's take a look at what's happening to Ondo right now. Ondo's in a bit of a cup and handle. I just say, hey, you got to believe that it's Larry Fink. You got to believe they're gonna basically retokenize the entire planet, and this thing's at the cornerstone of it all. To not be buying in when it's super oversold in the 3-day chart, I don't know what to tell you. I've been buying here. Maybe I go down with the ship. But I gotta buy the fear, and to me, that's heavy fear. I'm not buying the tops. If you can't buy the tops, what can you buy? You got to buy the fear. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You got to have your own plan, your own idea. What I can do is give you the education and teach you as much as I can, and then you can go from there and make decisions. So I believe Ondo is in a perfect buy zone right now. I mean, even if it bounced back down to 57 cents and did a double bottom for Ondo. And then someone asked about Sui. Let's take a look at Sui. Sui is in the same spot at 250, but it's got hidden bullish divergence, falling volume with falling price. It's in the uptrending cup and handle. It came back to the golden pocket. These are places where you're supposed to be buying assets after they pump hard and they retrace back to the 618. Again, textbook buy zone. You're not chasing the top. If you can't chase the top, what can you do? Most people's emotions are too unsettled to buy this area, because in this area, it looks like it's going to go lower, so nobody buys. And then it bounces back up and they miss the best prices. You have to train yourself to do this. It took me years to do. But now I can. So anyway, I love you all. God bless each and every one of you. So sorry, I almost forgot those. I love you all. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for being here. And I'll catch you all on the next live stream. And no words could fully express my gratitude to each and every one of you for making the show amazing. I'll be back tonight. Stay amazing. Stay grounded. Go outside. Spend some time with the wife and kids if you got them, if you're that lucky. And if you're building, build, baby. If you're by yourself, you're a grown man, grown woman, or you're just beginning, write down your goals, man. How much do you want to be worth by this time next year? Write down a real value, not just I want to be rich. Write down a real value. How are you going to get there? You got to write down the stepping stones, and you got to make it real. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. The secret to success, you know what it is? It's getting started.